in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
All day, baby, all day. Here we go, set. 8, read. Check, watch the before, watch the recon, 152 fighter. Defense.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Smooth.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 15.
To throw is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way down to the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check hot route. Hot. Shift.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We've less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Rip left, rip left. Undercross, undercross, undercross. Check nine. Wide, get wide. Get it.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Set up. 15 line. 61. Matchbox light. Go. Jump. Hey, Sam on. Hey, Delta.
Block taking the snap and 1. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 49 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Yo, faster. Rush in. Fair. Ready?
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, dog. Go. Hey, exit.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
On the double. 51, 951. Let's go, Heavy. X3, 218, chop. Hey, seam 6. Give me some. Here we go. Check 52. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, tight. Check 22.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
One, Omaha.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Breida, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bucs 3-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll try to run with Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 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 check. Back, back, back. Gone, gone.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Yeah, yeah. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Hey, wahoo! Come on, baby. This is Mike.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're
looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo now. Man open, it's Goodwin. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, here's Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Down. 18 Gator. Topper.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the gun on third down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
12.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get
accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 77 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There's Garoppolo to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And Tusa. Bravo. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He completes this into the hands of Miller. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Lock going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check 43. No. Twist.
This is Jones. And an alley to run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
24.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Garoppolo now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Look at me. Door.
They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
70, Indy. Watch the out. Tighten up. Alpha. 5.
On 3rd down, Locke. He's got Evans. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Rock it, get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And it's third down.
The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, echo. Ready?
Locke working out of the gun. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On second down is Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 90s Wolf. Walk time. Tight end rock. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Locke. Powerful running. Flushed out right. He completes it to Evans. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Check 99.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
On the ready. Check. 154. Run. 5.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Garoppolo to try again on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go. 10 Tucson. 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Like.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a give, running right, Barber. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
A lot going to throw it here. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands,